Welcome back to WonderFest TV. My name's Arlene.
I'm Kat.
And we still have Dorothy Knight here with us. We're going to chat some more about her art and some yoga stuff.
Yeah, yoga stuff.
Yes, how are they related?
Yes,
we'll get
how
to that
are they
later.
related, Dorothy?
For myself?
Yeah.
How are they related? That's a good question. Well, they're
Thanks.
both forms of therapy for me.
Okay.
They're different, but they're very similar. So I guess it's with art and with breath. Like in business, they say, you know, you follow the money. In yoga, we say we follow the breath. And in painting, we follow the strokes. So with painting and yoga, you're kind of both going with the flow.
Very cool.
So when I paint, I don't always have a structure or an image in mind. Sometimes I just start painting and see what happens.
I love that.
That's
That's how
awesome.
Stephen King writes, too.
Yeah, so it's
Wow.
spontaneous. It's
Yeah.
one of those few things that I can do spontaneously without too much thought.
Right.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about it.
That's very cool.
So can you talk about how this piece started? Do you remember?
I was out on a hike, on a walk, and I was just watching a little monarch butterfly, and I just thought they were so cool and beautiful, and I wanted to see it up close, so I thought I would paint something that magnifies it.
Oh, that's cool.
Because we see them, they're like so small,
Yeah.
always flying away, and
Yeah.
yeah, this would kind of capture its essence, and I really love their warm, vibrant colors. So
Right.
this
Amazing.
is like a mega zoom in of a butterfly.
Cool.
So great. Have you guys ever been to a butterfly sanctuary?
I have not, no.
It's the most amazing experience because there's so much activity, but it's silent and there's a soft breeze. It's beautiful. Highly recommended to everybody.
I shall try that
Yeah,
today.
yeah, absolutely. So yoga.
Yes.
You're a yogi and you do yoga.
That's right.
So how does yoga fit into your life?
Yoga has been a part of my life for the last, since 2009.
Wow, okay. So that's
Yeah, it's been a while. I started yoga. I've always been very active, physically active in sports, and that year I had a motorcycle accident.
Oh, wow.
So very lucky to be here, but I fractured a few bones and I had to slow
Right.
down my life. So yoga I found was one of those physical outlets that I could still push myself physically, but I was surprised at how challenging yoga was.
Right.
It's not just stretching.
No, it's also like flexibility and strength, right?
Yeah, and then I found that it encompassed everything. It was literally mind, body, and soul.
Wow.
And I was just so at home with yoga, and it's been a part of my life ever since. No matter what, I'll always find time to practice.
That's so great. Do you have a favorite move that kind of, or a pose that really takes your body to another place?
Yes, I don't think I can do it right now.
It's a fancy
handstand,
one?
a headstand.
Oh, yeah, that sounds tricky.
Yeah.
What's your second or third or fourth or fifth favorite move?
Well, I just had a baby 2 months ago, so I can't really do a lot of them just quite yet.
Okay.
I like doing bridge or wheel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's wheel?
It's a back bend.
Oh,
So,
okay. I know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, so you look like a half wheel.
Oh, so then what's, bridges. when
Bridge is like a
table?
pose that works up to
Oh, okay,
the wheel pose.
okay. Okay.
And then I find balancing poses are extremely challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the poses that really encourage you to stay in the present moment. Because as soon as you start thinking about something, you lose your balance.
Right.
So that's when you know you're not in the present moment.
And with that kind of practice, does it help you in your everyday life, do you find?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially now being a parent as well. It helps me to stay in the moment because you're always planning the day and the schedules, and it's easy to just get lost in that. So yoga kind of, I carry off the mat as well in my everyday life.
That's amazing.
So it keeps me centered and calm among the chaos.
And is it important to be consistent with it, like to do it every day so that it becomes a part of your mindset?
It helps, like
Yeah.
anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it, and the more you get out of it as well. So once you start doing it often, when you miss a day, you feel like you missed brushing your teeth. It's just
Right.
becomes so part of your everyday life that, you feel withdrawal when you don't do yoga for a few days.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it resonated with me when you said it's that mind connection with balancing, because I noticed when I try to do the tree pose, which is like, like
Yeah, we can do that one for our friend
Yes,
here.
oh,
You know what? He can judge. He can judge. He does the best treat.
Should we turn him around? Or
No, he's very judgy.
He can look at the
too.
monitor.
Yeah, you can look at the
He can look at the
Okay,
monitor.
Ralph.
So the importance
I'm
of
the one that gave you the oxygen.
the importance of
CO2.
the tree pose.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on one foot. Would you like to demonstrate?
Sure, I
Or
would
would
love
you like
to.
to
It might
demonstrate?
be tricky in heels, I'll tell you that, but you can still try. There are 2 variations that you can do with it. So we'll do it with balancing on our left leg.
Okay.
You can try it too if you want.
I'm taking my shoes off.
Yeah.
That's my tricky
We have
leg.
about a minute.
It's an excuse to
trick
take your
leg.
heels off.
Okay.
So you're going to place about 90% of your weight on your left foot,
Okay.
and your toes are like the 10% on the other foot. So then, because we're dressed the way we are, we'll just do the other variation. So you can put your sole of your foot on your calf here.
I feel it.
Yep.
And what's cool about this? Sorry.
We're not finished yet.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So in this
gonna
pose,
get
it's
cooler.
important
About
that
30
you have your
seconds.
glute tucked in, your hips are squared
Whoa.
to the front of the room.
Yeah.
And when you're on that left foot, when you feel ready, then you balance on the other side. And I'm teetering over to you.
You know what
and
I
we're going to have a
remember?
domino effect.
You know what
because I'm
I
talking.
remember from dance class?
Yes.
And this is probably the same for yoga, is up, like concentrate up. So you're pulling yourself up.
Yes,
and
you
it
want the
creates
crown of your
balance.
head to be pointing towards the
Amazing.
sky.
Well, we ran out of time. This was incredible. Thank you so much for being here, Dorothy.
Thank you.
So I guess
so
you're
much.
you're the winner by default.
I guess. Well, he was going to pick me anyway.
Yeah, you guys had
All
that
right.
special connection.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you,
me.
Dorothy.
If you can dream it, you can do it. Always remember that this whole thing was started by a mouse, Walt Disney.